I'm back. Oh, yes. Ah, thank God for this public holiday. I can do the stream in the afternoon like this. Ah. Anyways, greetings everyone. I am your host, Manofvita. You may also call me Mob for short, and I am playing Fate Samurai Remnant, continuing where I last left off. What happened in the last session? First off, I'm gonna check the options. I have a feeling I need to check the options on something. Extras. What the hell is an extra? Oh. Oh! I didn't know I can do that. So I can actually just look through here directly when I'm not playing the game? Interesting. Interesting. Having completed the task, Yori, yeah. Blade slashing. Anyways. Is there anything new? That's the opening movie. Oh. I don't know why I'm feeling hungry right now. I just ate like lunch. I just ate like a late lunch like an hour ago. Shit. I can actually read the terminology here. Sure, I'm maybe not gonna read it straight away, but as I was about to say, what happened last time, I think we were trying to get to Yui's workshop, but apparently the workshop is has a bounded field, and by bounded field I mean magic security and magic firewall basically, and you just can't really get in there. So we have to do a whole Holy Grail War front again, which is basically just connecting the ley lines, and yeah. We tried to get to Yui's workshop, but then we got held up by the master Chiwimon and his Lancer servant, who's probably John the Ark, not John Alter. Even though she looks like John Alter. But, yeah, it's, we got held up. Then the assassin, the master's assassin came to intervene, and we ended up having a freeway fight. Then, Berserker Misashi joins the fight, and she fended off the assassin. And we were struggling for a minute with the apparently Iori and Saber, Big Brain Saber, tried their best to like fight against Shaman and Lancer while everything was burning. Then the Rogue Saber joins the fight, and he was already giving John the run for the show. Up until Chiwimon just uses a command spell. Then a flying airship just came right above us. Believe it or not, if it flies, it's an airship. I don't care. What is an airship anyways? Koshikawa, a river of small stones, a desolate area in the northern part of Edo. Though there were farming villages near the dissonant temple grounds, few people live there now, literally meaning river of small stones. Its name is thought to be derived from the many stones that are found within the narrow river that flows through the area. I'm just gonna say, I believe that's where we started a new chapter. But then I cut the stream off because I was kind of like, A, tired, B, don't want to push it. Also, it was the day, that session, that was like the night before I have to go to a friend's wedding. Hey, guess whose wedding I was actually referring to? It's like I was hinting. I don't know. I was hinting, but basically it was actually Heap's wedding. So Heap's wedding was actually a really big day. It's a really big day for him. So I couldn't really push it. Also, I had like some other things that I need to prepare to like give him at the wedding. So it's like a thing I can't really be sleep deprived for what I have to do to like what I have to prepare and for the trip to the wedding and bringing gifts for him. But anyways, if you're hearing this, Heap, congratulations on getting married. It was nice meeting you and it's nice meeting you and your wife. And and the opening is just playing it. Oh my god. Alright, I'm trying my best. I probably talked enough, but anyways. It was a really good wedding. It was a really good wedding celebration you two had.
吉原の花高尾太夫との約定により由小説の行方を探る伊織とセイバーだがその行く手を豪華が阻む遠佐の声に応じるがごとく群がり集う義の担い手たち思惑渦巻く戦場にて影が迫る
Yeah, that's basically an airship. Hey, jokes. Yeah, this game's going pretty. It's going pretty well. I think I'm pretty much enjoying the playthrough. I was just only recounting what happened in the last session, and also that we had the Holy Grail front in this game. But anyways.
いおり、この香りは何だろう。どこからともなく漂ってくるこのえも言われぬ香りは一体。
ずいぶん肝が据わっているな、セイバー。突如として矢の雨に襲われたかと思えば。 たちまち隙を突かれあれよという間に連れ去られ見知らぬ屋敷の見知らぬ座敷に通された今や我らは何者かの手の内だそれも相当に使う何者かだこのありさまでその余裕ぶりとはまた
この香り長屋では嗅いだことのないものだな味噌や醤油とは異なるがとても食欲をそそる香草の類だろうか
セイバー
隙を突かれたのも誰かの手の内にあるのも君だけだ私は弱いよりに付き合わされている身でそれ以上でも以下でもない私のことより仕掛けてきたものへ意識を向けろ。
Oh, what the hell?
俺の話をしているようだな。
That person's new. I mean the guy on the right, not the guy on the left. Yeah. Is that...
挨拶が遅れてすまなかったな。お前たちをここへ連れてきたのは俺だ。間もなく膳が運ばれてくる。手際が悪くて恐縮だが、何分人が少なくてな。
貴殿がこの屋敷の主か？
いかにも。俺は帝紫龍が一子、帝成功という。
So you're from China.
そして彼は我がサーバント、アーチャーだ。
And there it is. Can't really tell if that's guy or girl, but okay.
以後よろしく頼むセイバー。そしてセイバーのマスター宮本伊織と呼ぶべきかな。
すでに名を知られているか。帝聖光東土のものか。それにあのサーバント。
And they just come in a flying airship.
まずは不意打ちの比例を詫びておく。すまなかったな。
いや、むしろ我らは窮地を救われたも同じだろう。セイバー、アーチャーと刃を交えなかったのは。
特に害は感じなかったからな。ならば利用するまでだぞ。
戦場からの離脱に利用したというわけか。帝聖光、二つ尋ねたい。ここは飯塚だ。そして貴殿は何故俺たちをここに。
承知した。では一つずつ答えようじゃないか。まずここは赤坂のとある屋敷だ。俺の隠れ家の一つでね。工房というよりはまあねぐらか。
Sorry, what was that? Okay, I thought he was talking about his shipping and workshop. Like, I don't know, my mind is a bit slow these days.
東土の者が江戸に暮らすとは驚きだ。魔術師の恐るべきところということか。
But I am listening to this in Japanese, so I'm probably my mind's just processing between the subs and Jap.
しかし貴殿はむしろ術者というより武能。いっそ憔悴と言われた方が収まりが良い。
ほうほう、憔悴ね。なぜそう思った？
貴殿は武人だろう。見ればわかる。そして立ち居振る舞いの気配、剣客ではなく多くの上に立つ憔悴の威風がある。
Is Saber's just squatting and looking at a pond or something? I thought I just saw Saber crouching for a moment there.
なるほどなるほど、そうか、面白い。とはいえ、これは長い話になるだろうし、おいおい話すとして、先に第二の問いに答えよう。何故俺はお前たちをここへ連れてきたか。端的に言えば協力の提案だ。
Really?
あくまで一時的な協力、共闘の提案だとも。最終的に得られる英月は一つきりだからな。
Funny enough, you're the second person who's offered an alliance with us.
といったところで、にわかに信用されまいことは分かっている。英月の義の本質は7人7機の殺し合いだ。協力、共闘などにどこまで意味があるものか。だが今回の申し出には互いにとって意味がある。
ふむ。
本気のほどを見せようか。アーチャー。
ああ、宮本伊織並びにセイバー。
Okay, definitely guy.
お前たちが申し出を受けるのならば、
You tell us your true name?
私は速やかに私の神名を明かす。
Well, I saw that coming.
オンに切る、アーチャー。
Like, like if they're just gonna offer us a serious alliance, why not? Why not just give us the true name? Like, I can see such a thing coming if they're gonna be that serious.
お前の意を汲んだだけのことだ。
I mean, they could probably give in a fake true name, but it'd be probably. I mean, considering this guy's appearance, it'll just need to be a really good true name that actually looks about as close to its appearance, I think.
本気か？
もちろん偽るつもりもない。腹を割ってみせるというのはこういうことだ。
Let me guess, your true name is that guy from Fire Emblem Birthright, dude. I forgot what was his name, that archer dude.
帝成功。俺たちと力を合わせ何をなす？
蛇を倒す。
蛇？
What? Which snake? An Orochi or something?
手だれの英霊アサシンだ。単独ではどうにも仕留めきれずに参っていてな。協力者を求めていたところだ。
アサシン。師匠に任せたあのサーバントか。
The Assassin's Creed guy who can stretch his limbs like a Hassan?
そこにお前たちが来た。あとはわかるな。
いやいや待て。アーチャーも相当の手だれと見た。その鉄の雨をもってしても打ち破れぬ相手だと。
口惜しいがその通り。奴は一筋縄ではいかん相手だ。蛇を操るあのアサシン、どうにもやりにくい。大量の毒蛇大蛇を操り、たちの悪いことに一匹一匹の蛇毒も強力だ。奴一気に俺の配下は大打撃を被った。
奴自身は神出鬼没。短期で各霊地に現れ、大蛇の軍勢をその場に表す。
Well, that sucks.
あれを繰り返されてはいずこの霊地にも手が出せん。複数の霊地に現れたならはぐれのサーバントではないのだろうが、なぜアサシンと言い切る？
刃を交えたからな。どうにか退けはしたが、九死に一生を得たといったところか。この首に手をかけられる寸前までまるで気配がなかった。
気配遮断、アサシンの能力だ。アサシンのクラスを有するサーバントはとりわけ己の気配を殺す術に長ける。この私さえ気配を察せぬほどだ。なるほど、厄介そうな相手だ。アサシン、忍びの類のサーバントか。
蛇か。
Are you remembering something, Big Brain Saber?
セイバー？
いや、九段のアサシンについてだ。蛇がどうのという話だろう。神々の類なら覚えがあるが、いおりはどうだ？蛇の毛に心当たりは？
Well, that's the Yamato no Orochi, right?
さっぱりだ。妖物魔物の類にはとんと縁がない。
Though I don't think I ever heard of a legend where Yamato no Orochi appeared in a human form.
この儀が始まるまでは怪異や幽霊の類さえ目にしたことはなかった。マスターの素養がありながらか。それは少々意外だな。
そういうものなのか？
そういうものではないのか？
なんだ、アーチャーとセイバーは存外気が合うか？わからぬものをいくら考えても時の無駄だ。かくいう俺も邪界の言い伝えについては増えてだ。ともかく協力共闘を申し込む理由は以上だ。やつあるいはマスターの居所を探るにせよ、俺とアーチャーの一組では 少しばかり荷が重い。何しろ江戸は広い。そうだろう。
それはわかるな。わかる。
そうだろうそうだろう。
ああ、おおむね話は分かった。だが何故俺たちに話を持ちかける？
ああ、それか。お前を見てこれだと思った。お前にはきっと俺と同じものが見えている。そう感じた。それだけさ。ま、単純に考えてもいいかもしれんぞ。敵の陣営は一組減り、味方の陣営は一組増える。悪い話ではないはずだが、どうだ？
悪くない。
Alright.
いおり、何を迷うことがある？早く決めろ。ほら、どのみち全てのサーバントには倒れてもらうのだから。
ああ、分かった。その申し出を飲むぞ、帝成功。
おう。
飲むぞ。飲んだのだから神明だ、アーチャー。
構わないな、マスター。
無論、もったいつけずに教えてやるといい。
Alright, what's your name?
ああ、では我が神明周公金、孫家の臣だ。みだりに口にはしてくれるなよ。
周公金、大陸は孫悟の軍師周瑜か。
ほうほう。
ならばあの時戦場に落ちた巨大な影は
脳戦だ。アーチャーの宝具の一端とだけ言っておこう。
Wait, that airship was a noble phantasm? Oh, I thought it was some kind of mage trick, but holy crap.
宝具？
An archer that rides on a flying airship. I mean, why not? Why not? The archer class is full of archers.
その英霊の象徴にして最大の力。あの世、君に咎められた私の剣もそうだ。神明に紐づくゆえ、軽々に名は言えぬ。
なるほど。己の象徴を携えて写しように至るもの、それが英霊か。しかしかの三国志に語られる名称、今更ながら、ああ、
Records of the Free Kingdoms, not Romance of the Free Kingdoms?
英傑の義とはなんとも凄まじいな。
同感だ。まったくもって同感だとも。
What kind of catalyst did you use to summon this guy?
本来ならアーチャーは俺のような若輩者が貸し付かせてよい相手ではない。詳しくは聞かないが、そちらのセイバーもさぞかし名のある英霊なのだろう。
知らないとはさすがに言えないな。
旦那様、夕げの支度が整いました。
おっと、ちょうどいい。話もまとまったし、食事の支度も整ったようだ。となればやることは一つだけだ。俺はもう喉が渇いて仕方ない。聞いておきたい話もあるしな。今晩は同盟締結を祝す宴と行こう。今宵はなんともうまい酒が飲めそうだ。
Oh, back in Akakusa, huh? Akasuka? I can't really
東土
recall.
の宴というのはすごいな。
I can't really recall all the names of the Japanese places. Well, probably like the exact pronunciations of them. Yeah.
良いものだった。なんというかな、味わいが多彩であった。
Every time I hear Big Brain Saber here saying it just makes me think of Nero, to be fair. Like, what is who like, Saber's a Saber face. Saber's just gotta be like a black-haired Artoria who has a mixed personality with Nero. That'd be pretty insane.
締めにおみおつけがあればさらに良かったやもしれん。
帰ったら支度しよう。その前
Let's give out thanks, eh? Okay, what do we got? I got skill jewel fragments, so Lunar Chronicle. Chapter 1, Demon Revelry 3. So Iori and Saber arrive in Kushikawa, only to discover that it was the base of Lance's master, Chu. Wait a minute, so oh! What does it even mean? You got me. I don't even know what Umu even means. The only one who probably knows what that means is Nero, I guess. But yeah, let's see. So I didn't know Chiemon's base was actually in that one space that we were trying to take over. Holy crap. That was a hell of a coincidence. Okay, in the middle of Saber and Lance's battle, both were attacked by the servant clad in grey who controlled snakes. The battlefield soon grew even more chaotic when more intruders appeared, including a flying Lochuan, I don't know, I probably butchered that word, warship. Forcefully captured by its owner, Iori and Saber escaped from Kushikawa. So that's basically a summary of what happened at the end of the last part of the chapter. Alright, so let's read this. Zheng Chenggong, commander of a fallen country. Pronounced locally as Teiseku. Courtesy name Mingyan and art name Damu. He was a child of mixed blood, both born to Zen Zilong and the daughter of the Japanese warrior Tagawa. Because his family had helped raise Zhu Jian, the Prince of Tang, to the throne of Emperor of the South Ming Dynasty, he was given the imperial name Zhu, and was thereafter referred to as... Jesus Christ, you're gonna have to make this very hard for me to pronounce. Bazinga. Literally meaning the Lord of the Imperial surname, as he was both a military commander and a mage. As Archer's master, he proposed a temporary alliance with Iori and Saber. I mean, why not? We could... Oops. Why not? I think we could just accept his alliance anyways, because we already have a temporary truce with the courtesan, Taya? Damu? I don't know. Misashi's master. So yeah, why not? We'll have a second ally at least, or at least one legit ally. Chiemon. So apparently he managed to survive the arrival of the Shogun's forces when they quelled the tumultuous rebellion at Amakusa Shimabara. He confronted Miyamoto Iori's party at his base in Kochikawa. When the rogue servant intervened in the conflict, he allowed a lancer to unleash her noble phantasm. An ecstatic look spread across his face as the area went up in flames. Yep. The Red Archer, Zhao Yu, an archer-class servant who saved Miyamoto Iori and Saber at Koshikawa. As Iori had formed a pact to fight together with his master, Zhen Chenggong, Archer revealed his true identity. His true name is Zhao Yu, the great general from the later Han dynasty. He was a loyal vassal to the Sun family for 3 generations, and was notably close to his brother-in-law, Sun Si, known as the Little Conqueror. At the Battle of Red Cliffs, Zhao Yu led Sun's forces to victory against Cao Cao, I don't know, naval's fleet. However, he died young of an illness, unable to see the establishment of the Wu Empire. That kind of history, huh? So he was actually a real beast of a strategist, but he died pretty young. Lawful balanced. So, and he doesn't really have his noble phantasm name revealed. Okay, even though we kind of saw a part of it. Strength C+, endurance B+, agility B, MP A, luck B. Noble Phantasm A+. And all his class skills are question marks. And there's probably not Jolter. The chess John, probably. Cohort of the Evil Ogre, Lancer fought with Miyamoto, Iori, and Saber at the Koshikawa stronghold. When Rogue Saber intruded on their battle, she unleashed her noble phantasm, Flampe's Étrange, but was unable to defeat him. And the Rogue Saber, so sheathed in white armor, an armored rogue servant who appeared in Koshikawa riding a gray horse. By Lancer's estimation, he is a saber. Well, if he fights with a sword, then he must be a saber. I mean, let's say rogue. I mean, we already got Tamamo Aria as the rider, so he has to be a saber. Koshikawa. I kind of read that one in the menu, but it seems that Chuemon, Lance's master, is using an abandoned village in Koshikawa as his base. Yeah, alright. I could read all these terminologies, but they're really piling up so fast that I'd rather be like... I think I'll just stick to like reading 3 at a time whenever a prompt comes up.
何かあれば呼んでくれ。すぐに駆けつける。
いつもありがとね。あんたらのおかげで大助かりだよ。
So is this place really in Japan? Because this is definitely not. This definitely looks like a Chinese palace here. I'm just gonna explore this place a bit. I'll collect the stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot how many of the magic crystals did I still have? Holy crap, I still only have 13 left, but it should be alright. I'll just need to find some monsters and like beat them up and collect some mana crystals. I'm basically casting magic like Rin. What do you want? What is it?
赤坂は立派な屋敷が多いのだな。一体中はどんな作りなのだろう。ああ、すっごく気になるぞ。
ダメだ。大名屋敷だぞ。
チェ、つまらん。
Alright, we got a skill point for Saber. Oh, there's a message board here. Alright, what do we got? Defeat 50 Ronin. Defeat... What the hell is an Oni-B? It's probably a monster or something. Defeat a lone wolf. That sounds like a mini-boss. I struggle against one mini-boss. Dog lover. Cat lover. Priceless? Yeah. Alright. Well, at least I got all the messages down.
偉人が幅を利かせおっていまいましい。帝成功、あの若造め。
What are you talking about, me or who?
海賊のこの分際で民の帝の寵愛を受け帝と同じ姓を得たとか。
Oh, you're talking about the servant?
こたびも同じようにお上あたりに取り入ったのだろうよ。
I'm absolutely have no idea what he's talking about, but okay. Okay, what we got? Holy shit. Should I just explore this place before I just, like, progress with wherever we got going? I should actually save my game. So, that's definitely chapter 1. I'm gonna just... Wait a minute, did I not... This is... Yeah, this is where I last saved, I think. Hang on, I'm just gonna look at all this. So this is this, yeah. Okay, I'm getting rid of the save file. Alright, so I think I will... Let's see if I can tackle any of these. We got food stalls. Should be doing fine. If we'll just have to explore this place. What you got, my man? What do you got? Powder. Clove olive. You got all the good stuff. I'll buy it. Let's sell. Alright. Excellent, I got cleaning papers. Oh shit. Oh, my bonus expired. I guess I have to go back home and then like I have to go back home so I can clean my sword and get the EXP bonus. Damn it, I just want to explore this place so I can do and get some side stuff done, but
テ兄ちゃん、また遊んでくれないかな。
そいつは当人の頭目だろ。妙な真似されてないだろうね、あんた。
As far as I'm aware, there's no such thing.
怖い犬追っ払ってくれて、その後遊んでくれたの。すっごく楽しかった。へえ、そうかい。
He chased away a mean dog, probably like the giant wolves or something. I don't know. Oh, dog! I'm gonna pet it.
癒されるな。
Man, my health is full, so I'm not getting any slow recovery from this. But at least I got a skill jewel fragment. Speaking of which, how much am I rocking with? Holy crap! I got a lot of skill points, but I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna have to take this over to the home base, since I'm gonna need to clean my sword. I'm lost. No, that's a... Oh! Did I hear... Wait, what was that? I think I was about to enter something. Alright. Yeah, why not? Oh, Jesus.
言われずとも分かっている。
出番だ。
分かった。活目せよ。
来い。
出番だな。私に続け。より。
You gotta come after me. Oh my god.
すぐに行く。そこだ。
You gotta come after me.
解き放つ。
頼む。
任せろ。私に続け。より。
Ah, Jesus.
見せてやれ。来い。出番だな。私に続け。より。
Alright. I'd rather not use up the servant gauge just yet. Oh boy. It's just going after Saber? That's cool. Oh. Got it. I took 0 hits.
貴殿あってこそだ。
Asakusa. Akasaka. Akasaka, a peaceful town where daimyo of high status such as the Kishu Tokugawa family reside. The area is also particularly favorable as a spirit font. Near the residential district lies Zojoji, the Tokugawa family temple. Archer's master Zen Chenggong uses one of the residences in this area as his base. True name, highlighted. For the heroic spirits, revealing true identity means having their weaknesses known as well. For that reason, the contestants in the waxing moon ritual must be careful not to expose their true natures carelessly. Alright. How many crystals did I get? 14. That was probably not worth it. It's quality clove oil.
癒されるな。
Alright.
ジュルリ
Yeah, before we
いらっしゃいませ。
Alright, before we go, I'm gonna buy some food. What we got? This one increases infinity gauge by a medium amount. Uh,
この匂いは。カヤにも買ってやるといい。
okay.
早く食べよう。またのお越しを
Oh,
お
probably
待ちして
good.
ます。
Maybe I should have checked the mage's workshop just to see if I could actually get the skill to have a discount or. Oh well, we'll have to come back here later. I just need to get.
しそうになった。かたじけない。
I just need to get back home and clean my sword.
なーに気にするな。お前たちの健談ぶり、クリアの者も喜んでいたぞ。俺としては飲み足りんところだが、さすがにお前たちを付き合わせるのはな。
いくら飲んでも顔色一つ変えんとは。小水殿は相当な上ばみと見た。
この国の酒は妙に口に合うというか、水のように飲めてしまってな。俺が和人の血を引いているからかもしれん。なんなら育ちも平戸だしな。
なるほど。道理で流暢に話すわけだ。
いやしかし久しぶりに愉快な宴だったよ。お前が戦う理由も聞くことができた。江戸の平穏が乱れ、婿の民草が死ぬ。それは良くないだったな、いおり。
ああ。
それが聞けてよかった。お前とはやはり近いものを見ている気がする。俺が英月に願うのは民の再興だ。誰もが虐殺と侵略に怯えずにいられる国を民の陛下の名のもとに取り戻す。
ふむ、大言だがなかなかの息だな、帝成功。
褒めてくれているのか。これはありがたい、セイバ
ー。褒めている。だってその願いはきっと尊いものだ。
マスター、失念しているものがあるだろう。
おっと、そうだった。お前たちにはこれを渡しておく。
これは
福建で名のある同志から譲り受けた礼装でな。原型の細具にちなみ廃校とでも呼ぼうか。遠方にいる者と顔を合わせずとも話ができるという代物だ。
おう、それはマスターとサーバントの中には音なきことの葉を使うことがあるというが、それを余人と行うのか。戦のありようが変わりかねんな。
そう思うだろう。だがいざ使うとなかなか欠点が多い。まずこれは片割れを持った相手としか話せん。その分余人に聞かれることもないが、それから魔術としてはかなり脆弱だ。他の魔術師や怪異にたやすく阻まれる。出先で使うのはまあ正直あまり勧められん。
だとしても破格の代物だろう。ありがたく使わせてもらう。
Acquire the telepathy mystic code 1.
あとはそうだ、これも持っていけ。こちらは俺からの手土産だ。
Sorry, I'm gonna have to read. What was the risk game with this thing? Okay. So no matter how far the distance is, if anyone can block it can block weak signals, eh? Alright. Anyone can block it if it a weak signal, I mean. What's this?
これは呪符か。
Are they mystic codes too, or just talismans?
ああ、限られた範囲に防御の結界を張るものだ。鉄サビに作ってみた品だが、お前の使い方次第では役に立つだろう。
Acquired bounded field charm. Ah, we're getting our own bounded field items, eh?
結界か。大した術者だったか、貴殿。
そう言われるのは嬉しいが、かじった程度だ。あまり期待してくれるな。ま、はっきり言って俺自身の技量は並だ。
なんだそうか。いおりと似たようなものというわけか。
そうかもな。ともかく感謝する、帝成功。
遠慮は無用だ。最後に一つ忠告しておく。 英月の義の要は霊脈だ。忘れるな。霊脈を確保して得られる魔力は人知を超えた英霊たちと渡り合うのに必要だ。故に霊脈は他のマスターとの争奪戦となるだろう。
But even with the ley lines, that couldn't really be a match for John, though. I couldn't even win one duel with John with Yori. But I mean, it's a pretty obvious since the servant versus humans would never go well. For the human side, that is.
抑えられる霊脈は必ず抑えろ。それが義を勝ち抜くことにつながるはずだ。さて、俺からはこんなところか。
So why we have to keep breaking the ley lines anyways?
宣告は驚かされた。よもや老戦が空を行くとは。
I mean, I know why, but why?
あれはなかなか良いものだった。大きなものが飛ぶのはこう好きだ。いおりも好きなようだな。
好き嫌いの話ではないが、まあ嫌いではないな。
そうだろう。
我が船は宝具の一端、いわば神秘の巣になれば空行くこともある。
かつてもあの老船は飛んだのか、その空を。
さあどうだろうな。何しろ古の時代だ。飛んでいてもおかしくはない。
Well, I mean, if Gilgamesh has a flying ship in his treasury, why not?
古の大陸の戦とはいかなる。しかし宝具の一端か。
ああ、言ったんだ。とはいえ、経験に使えないのは同じこと。
Oh, someone's home. Hello. My mic is right. Okay. That did definitely pick up the sound. Okay. Sorry, I took a bit of a... I don't know how long I took that break for, but it's just that, like, the family came home, and I got dragged into doing some things for them. I don't know, it's just too much. It's just too much to think about it. I'm just gonna keep going.
巨大な船は嫌が王でも人の目につく。見る者が見れば我が神明を看破されかねる。
確かに貴殿はあまりに高名だ。老船から名を浮かべる者もいるだろう。
宝具とは英霊の象徴。そのあり方は様々だが。
Yori, how is anyone gonna connect the flying airship to a strategist?
逸話、伝説、生前に振るった武器。セイバーの言った通り、神明に紐づく例は多い。神明が分かれば、いかに強力なサーバントでも生前の逸話などから弱みを突かれかねん。
セイバーの振るった水の剣、禁じ手としたのは英断だったな。
よりその顔は私に剣を抜くなと言ったのは正しかったなどと思う顔ではあるまいな。
わかるのか。
わからいでか。確かに私の剣は私の象徴たるものではあるが、抜かば必ずや切る。
Yeah, except we left John alive.
それで事足りる話であろうに。
ダメだ。江戸の町までなぎ払いかねん。
ブー。
ブーじゃない。
まあうまくやることだ。使わねば持ち腐れというのも一面の真実。要は使いどころという話だ。そうだろ。
ああ。今日は世話になった。俺たちはひとまず失礼する。
帰り道には気をつけるといい。英月の儀はすでに始まっているからな。
ああ。
Wait, are we... Wait, why do we have to talk to this guy again? Noble Phantasm. In order to manifest the true power of a Noble Phantasm, servants must say their true name when using it. Because Noble Phantasms are so intimately connected to their servant, using one carelessly poses the threat of revealing its servant's true identity. A telepathy mystic code. One half of a two-part mystic code given by Zen Chenggong. They allow two parties to speak with one another even when far apart. They are also referenced to as moon blocks in reference to the divination tool that they were based on. Zen Chenggong's handmade mystic code that is able to create a bounded field. Though it appears similar to the talismans used in Taoism, it is, strictly speaking, a type of magecraft my words stuffed up. It's a type of magecraft constructed with Taoist influence. The 6 paths, so 6 path, 5 rings, Kirikara Divine Blade, that is Misashi's Noble Phantasm. The thunderous blades are drawn. The Musashi stands ready with dual katana in hand. The two Deva Kings, Neo, appear behind her. releasing crushing waves of earth, water, fire, and wind. And finally, from the concept of the void that even she has yet to master. I thought she already mastered it, but alright. Musashi unleashed a devastating slash with the Zord Zero. Although it is considered as anti-personnel, it is at its core an anti-causality noble phantasm, a divine blade of the Buddha that can sever all manner of ill fate, negative karma, and bad luck. So, wait, was it? I need to check my FGO account. I have to check. So, did the Noble Phantasm change somehow? Reading the rest. Son of a... I didn't mean to... Damn it! I have to read that part too since I just looked at it. Fuck! Alright, after one's existence has been pared down to its furthest extremity, this is something that yet remains. The ultimate singularity of which no other can be found. That zero which lies even further beyond the revelation of blank substance. The flower at the apex of heaven continues striving to one day reach that place. Shimabara rebellion that occurred in Shimabara domain of Hizen province during the rule of the Edo shogunate. Began around 10 years ago when Shimabara farmers, who had long endured the tyrannical rule of the daimyo, murdered the local magistrate. The force of the farmers' uprising, led by Amakusa Shiro and his confidant, Mori Shoken, was so powerful that they were able to occupy a section of the castle in Amakusa. Before long, however, the shogunate sent soldiers who would slaughter nearly every man, woman, and child of the rebellion. It was such an appalling scene that Shimabara was said to have looked like the very picture of hell. Through this extreme judgment, the rebellion that had disturbed the peace was finally put down. I mean, it's a really big thing whenever whenever Amakusa Shiro is involved with the FGO war. I just need to open up my FGO account and then check the difference between Musashi's Noble Phantasm and in FGO and the Musashi's Noble Phantasm in this game. Alright, what the Fate Grand Conical Recollection Campaign? What the hell? We're getting more stuff on FGO? So the Recollection Quest. Double friend points. Double chance of super and regret for related servants. And you're basically and you're just getting... This is just a bait banner, man. Alright, where's my room? So... Servant, Spirit Origin list. Saber. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh no, I can't really read Musashi from this list. I have to go to my own party list. Oh god. Oh yeah, there we go. So, where is the Noble Phantasm? Six paths, 5 rings, Kurikara Divine Blade. Okay, so it's more or less the same thing, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So we got. It may be labeled as an anti-personal Noble Phantasm, but it's essentially an anti-karmic Noble Phantasm. So I don't. I don't know much about I don't know much about causality, the difference between causality and karma, but I guess they were kind of similar in a way if we were talking about cause and effect. Yeah, they really did a little bit of a rewriting on the Musashi's Noble Phantasm detail from FGO to this game. But basically, still definitely says that definitely own TV personnel. And definitely the range is 2 to 20 meters. And the maximum target is definitely one person. Still the same. It's still basically the same, different description. I guess it's because Musashi is a berserker. That's why it's a bit different. Can I talk to you, dude?
Yuri, 忘れ物か?
いや、立派な屋敷だと思ってな。
偉人の身で屋敷を構えているのはさぞキーに移るだろうな。
That's very true.
ここは猿お方が都合してくれた屋敷だ。他にも何かと力添えをいただいている。
You got someone in the Tokugawa government giving you this place?
猿お方、テイの事情。込み入った話ではありそうだが。
Begin the digression. Sure, I'll ask.
尋ねておくべきだろうな。共に義を戦う味方となれば。
どうした宮本伊織。我が主に尋ねたいことがあるようだが。
今のうちに聞け。可能な限り懸念は除いておこ
う。では遠慮なく。猿お方とは誰だ？貴殿を江戸に迎え入れ、さらには屋敷一つ与えてみせる。もしやお上とつながっているのか、帝聖子。
惜しいといったところだな。確かに俺には後ろ盾があるが、むしろ逆だ。あのお方は義に深く関わる幕府の者たちを快く思ってはいない。この際だ。長くはなるが話しておこう。キーの南流港。俺がここにいるのはあのお方の力によるものだ。
キーの南流港であれば御三家、徳川頼信公か。
Yorinobu。
俺は幾度か幕府に助けを求めたことがある。我々では真には勝てん。どうか遠兵をとだ。我が悲願の何たるかを知る公は秘密裏に義の存在を知らせてくださった。正規の遠兵をやることはできぬが、義に参ずることは許すと。
ではこの屋敷も。
そうだ。こともあろうに江戸の霊地の一つ、俺に貸し与えてくださった。
ふむ、それで帝はそやつに何を返す？もらってばかりというのはありえまい。どんな働きをして返すのだ？
ああ、それはな、すでに返しているとも言えるかな。永月の義に深く関わっている者はおそらく将軍その人。あるとなればまあ話は早い。公は将軍の目論みを邪魔してやりたいのさ。
Interesting。
なるほど。赤坂東神屋敷。その正体はキーは南流公による上様への嫌がらせときたか。面白い。
そうだろう。冗談がわかるたちだな、いおり。 まあそんなわけで俺は屋敷を借り受けた。国が閉ざされる前、当人が住んでいた屋敷だとか。実にいい屋敷だが、随分と骨を折ることもあった。英月というのは厄介な代物のようでな。
What the hell? What am I getting dragged into?
赤坂、初めて来たな。平戸や長崎とはまた違った趣がある。
Oh, we playing his story?
マスター、久方ぶりの小国に喜ぶのはいいが、あまり大声を出さないように。
おっとすまん、気をつけよう。にしてもこの町、妙な気配があるような。
Archer. Oh, Zalyu. Fire ship afloat. Why is Noble Phantasm fire ship afloat? Okay. So part of his Noble Phantasm, I guess. The Noble Phantasm fire ship afloat has been unlocked. Alright, so Noble Phantasm. Alright, Zalyu. An archer class servant capable of raining down showers of fire arrows on enemy lines. He can rapidly unleash powerful attacks over a large range, quickly gaining control of the surrounding area. So Noble Phantasm fire ship afloat. The old story of using flaming warships as a weapon made manifest. Fire arrows falling like rain reduce enemy slash. What in the hell? Fires a flaming arrow. Repeatedly pressing the button will increase the number of arrows fired. What? Fire a volley of arrows. Okay, different moves as you just keep pressing square. Fires a volley of flaming arrows ahead in 3 directions at once, attacking a wide area. Crouches down and fires a rapid volley of arrows. Fires a flaming arrow at a curved trajectory. Line up the target and then press the button again to loose the arrow, igniting a flaming whirlwind at the point of impact. Fires a volley of flaming arrows into the sky, causing a rain of arrows to fall for a short time. Leaps into the air and fires a rapid volley of flaming arrows downwards. Oof. I'm not gonna be able to remember these moves. Wait, am I playing as... Wait, who am I even playing as? This guy is like... Am I playing as the servant or am I playing as the master? I thought I was playing... I've always gonna play the archer dude, was I not?
頼むから命だけは。
アーチャー、続け。そこだ。行くぞ。
Oh boy. The archer class is full of archers.
強いんだな、あんたたち。いや、それどころじゃねえや。 頼む、うちのせがれを探してくれ。化け物に襲われた時はぐれちまったんだ。
せがれ、わかった。あんたはここで待っていろ。
待てマスター、土地勘もない町で無策に動けば。
お前なら怪異の気配もたどれよ。力を貸してくれアーチャー。
向こうだ、ついてこい。
しかしあの怪異どもは何だったんだ。こうも次々湧いてくるとは。
大方義の余波で生まれた怪異が霊脈に引き寄せられているのだろうよ。
Let's pet the dog!
いい子だ。
Is it actually gonna pet the dog too? Yeah, he is. For all, I wouldn't be surprised they're actually using the same animation for all the character models that interact with these things.
あの声。
なんともまあ向こう水な。
ここは俺たちが引き受けた。さあ早くテテゴに無事な顔を見せてやれ。
ありがとう。
マスター、ショーならヒガの戦力くらい測って動け。
アーチャー、何を言っている。お前がいれば負ける道理などない。やることが決まっている以上無駄な問答をする必要もあるまいよ。
まったくどこかの誰かのようなことを言う。勝ちたいのならばまず己の命を尊ぶのだ。命を失えば対岸を遂げられんぞ。
即員の心なきゃ人にあらざるなり。罪なき人々が死ぬのは消えた。そしてわらべが死ぬのは
逃がさん。逃がさん。そこだ。一撃でそこだ。火を装着。この一撃でせや。そこだ。行くぞ。
Just keep shooting it. Shoot the barrage!
逃がさん。諦めろ。そこだ。
Alright.
よく見ておけ。逃がさん。
さて次へ行くぞアーチャー。他にも襲われている者がいるかもしれん。
ここまで振り回されるとは私らしくもないな。
Yay! Alright. What do we got? Oh, we got a limited amount of items here. What's wrong, dude?
助けてくれ。家族が火の向こうに取り残されて。この先だな。行くぞアーチャー。 参ったな、この炎。沈めようにも俺の魔術では。
ならば私が行こう。お前は他の者たちを助けてやれ。
いいのかアーチャー。私らしくもないのだろ。
都督であった頃の私ならば切り捨てろと言っただろうな。とにかくここは私が引き受けた。テイメイゲン、お前にならば私が死の際に抱いた願いを託せるかもしれん。
Alright, bro. Right, Noble Phantasm.
孫悟の異様、思い知れ。突撃合戦。怪人と風。
Did that really happen? Whoa. I don't know about this guy, but Jesus. Oh, it broke his shell. Oof. That's actually pretty good.
ありがとうございます。あのままではどうなっていたことか。
Okay, pretty good to know that the Noble Phantasm can break shells.
おい、無事か。
ああ、どうやら火も静まったようだな。
ああ、あんたの連れの男が次々と指示を飛ばしてくれて。
そうか。で、その男は今どこに？
それがあっちに走っていっちまってよ。まだお礼も言えてないってのに。
大方他の者を助けに行ったのだろう。まったく世話の焼ける主だ。
ほほう、日の本の怪異とやらもなかなかどうして骨がある。
Alright.
かわせよマスター。
ありがとうアーチャー。お前は必ず来ると信じていたよ。
本当に困った主だお前は。今のうちに言っておく。我が主よ、お前は非力だ。お前一人の力で英月を手に入れ万民を救うなど到底叶うまい。
元より承知の上だ。己の非力は俺自身が誰よりも。
故に帝名言亡国の将よ、この儀においては私がお前を助けよう。どんな手を使ってでもお前を勝利に導く。それが私の。
うわー、化け物が。
助けに行くのだろマスター。
Alright. This is an interesting side story we're doing. Dog!
かわいいな。
Before we save him, pet the dog! I'm sure they'll fine while we're like petting this dog.
まずい、これ以上踏み込まれるわけには。下がっていろ。貴殿らに太刀打ちできる相手ではない。あなた方はまさか殿の。お初にお目にかかる。明朝が小東大将軍 帝名言だ。ではそちらが英月に召喚されし。ありがたい。ここは頼みます。
町に踏み入って早々南流港に貸しを作れたのではないか。
ああ、後で上等な酒の一つでも無心してみるとしようかな。よっよっ。
Oh! Thanks. I know.
Yes.
What the fuck was that? What did I just shoot? Fires an arrow into the sky to cause rain if you use to increase the double phantasm gauge. Alright, thanks for that. Alright, we got a noble phantasm.
孫悟の異様、思い知れ突撃合戦怪人と風。
ああ、振り回してしまって悪かった。お前にはお前の考えがあっただろうに。
いや、そんな顔をする必要はない。今後も思う存分私を振り回すといいさ。幸運にもそういう主の扱いには慣れているのでな。
Ooh. We got rewards out of this. Holy crap. So we got gold, we got money out of it. We just get money for completing a side mission. A side story.
ということがあったわけだ。
ふむ、大立ち回りというやつか。
河の根回しは見事なものでな。赤坂ではかろうじて屋敷の外も歩き回れる。当人の俺や配下たちがだ。にわかには信じられまい。
そうだ。
さて、では今の話、どこまで信じた？
曖昧だな。どんな。
私もマスターも戦士である前に将や指導者として己を見る。己が振る舞いの全てには意図があり、嘘を使うこともあれば誇張を施すこともある。
そういうことだ。例えば俺は赤坂の民に暗示をかけて回っただけで、紀伊南流公とは縁もゆかりもなく英月を狙う偉人の魔術師に過ぎぬやもしれん。
これは試されているな。それは。
Well, I believe the part where you actually pet the dog before saving people.
いや、偽りではない。テイは真実を語っているだろう。
Including the dog petting part.
そんなもの、目を見ればわかる。テイは食わせ者と見られたいのか？なぜだ？私は裏のない君を好ましく思う。
そうだな。願いを語る貴殿の顔に 嘘は見えなかった。
だそうだ、マスタ
ー。どうやら俺は計りごとの才が薄いらしい。なんとも買われてしまったものだ。だがお前たちの信を得られて嬉しく思う。試すような真似をしてすまない。改めてよろしく頼む。
Okay, what we got? So Zen Chenggong. Impetuous to participate. When requesting reinforcements from Japan, he was made aware of the waxing moon ritual by the key daimyo, Tokugawa Yorinobu. Though he was unable to secure military support from the shogunate, he used his connections with Yorinobu to arrange lodgings in Akasaka after summoning Archer and decided to participate in the ritual. His magic circuit is B. B in quality. Quantity B. His composition is normal. 8 of the Salvin Dragon. The benefactor who presented Zane Chenggong with the mansion is none other than Tokugawa Yorinobu. It is said that a foreigner once resided here during a visit before Japan adopted the isolationist policy. The reason this old foreign mansion still stands among the surrounding samurai residences may be due to Yorinobu's influence as the head of the Kishu, one of the 3 branches of the Tokugawa family. Ley line release. This refers to terminating one's connection to a ley line. Connecting one's magic circuits to the ley line runs the risk of making one's location detectable. But because it would be impossible to fight in the ritual without connecting to ley lines, it's best to keep the amount of time connected to a bare minimum. When returning to base, it is absolutely paramount to terminate the connection. Yep. Barriers that create a boundary between different areas. They have several different potential uses, including concealing a person's presence, blocking sound, and interfering with other spells. They can even be used to allow the spellcaster to detect enemy intrusions into the area, or to grant powerful magic effects while inside the bounded field. Support mystic codes. Simple mystic codes used by the mages participating in Waxing Moon and their subordinates. They contain spells that interact with ley lines. And that's all the terminology I'm gonna read. On to the next prompt.
Nanda, 名残惜しいか? 飯ならまた振る舞ってやるから、今日は休め。
Yeah, let's go the long way. I think we might as well.
それにしても見事な館だ。いおりの長屋とは随分と違う。随分と違う。
小水と浪人を比べるな。
Let's go the long way, actually. I may not have an XP bonus, but I might as well get some fights while we get to the...
腹が減ったな。
While we get ourselves to the other side. Oh god, what the hell? Oi! There we go.
まあこんなものだろう。
So we just picked the fight with the Ronins. Starve and first the lesser Nooni. Protruding belly budges out from the rest of its skinny body. Whatever food it tries to eat turns to ash in its mouth, causing it to suffer endless hunger. Perhaps that is why the Gaki that appeared in Edo comes rushing in with bloodshot eyes. They are salivating at the thought of even one bite of these beings that contain so much magical energy. I'm just gonna pick a fight with everyone in this area. Everyone I could find. Oh, Jesus. Let's not start a fight with that guy yet. You evidently ascertained my scheme. You cannot be allowed to live. Ah, Jesus. Water style is... Oh shit, I'm getting a hang of this water swapping in between styles here. Alright, so... Alright, got him. That was a good fight. Hi.
Yes.
ほら、怖くないぞ。
The place was one of Tokugawa's residences, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Just gonna have to keep going.
ねえ、聞いてちょうだい。昨晩、竹笛の君をお見かけしたの。
What's this about a Piper Prince?
夢見ちゃってさ。竹笛の君なんてどうせただの噂だろ。確かにね、東神屋敷のあたりから笛の音が聞こえることはあるけどさ。
ほんとよ、この目で見たんだから。とろけそうなほど麗しいお顔だったわ。
Are they talking about the... Are they talking about Zen Chenggong?
チュルリ。
ごゆっくり。
早く食べよ
I don't really need.
またのお越しを。
I don't really need to eat any of this. What about this
よ
stuff?
ろしいでしょうか、宮本伊織殿。
Who are you?
貴殿は
同志の蔡玉蓮と申します。以後見知りおきを。
当人の同志ならば帝の部下か。用向きは？
伊織殿に稼ぎ口をご案内したく。永月の儀にあたり、我らは陰ながら市中を駆け巡っております。となれば江戸の民の声を聞くこともあり、特に困りごとの類など。
口利きされるのはありがたいが、そちらに何の利がある？
将軍のお考えなのです。永月の儀によって江戸の民が傷つくことを将軍は望んでおられません。
なるほど。近頃の困りごとといえば、確かに怪異の類が云々をよく目にする。
ご敬願です。江戸市中に現れる妖物魔物はおおむね永月の儀が引き寄せたもの。無論民の困りごとのすべてが怪異絡みではないのでしょうが。
放っておくのは気が引ける。そうだな。そうかそうか。善だな。見上げたものだ。テイムどうするより。テイの善に付き合うか？
義によって傷つく人のなきように。それはきっと人として正しきことだろう。
それにあれだぞ。銭を稼げば米がたんと食べられるな。
そうだな。わかった。受けよ
う。他謝します、伊織殿。ではいつでも私にお声掛けください。
Biography. So Kai Yulin. Female monk who has sworn fealty to Zen Chenggong. While acting as an advisor to Zhang in the Waxing Moon ritual, she also helps unite the efforts of other private soldiers and monks. In Akasaka, she acts as an intermediary, introducing various commissions to Iori. Red Oni, a bloodthirsty one-horned ogre, wielding a spike club with monstrous strength. It crushes everything in its sight. Its bright scarlet skin appears to burn with seething rage of violent spirits. Or perhaps it was stained that color after bathing so often in splattered blood. Swarms of preternatural serpents, they slither to and fro as they carry out assassins' bidding. They move with agility and they are not very intelligent. Perhaps they always move in a swarm to avoid being mistaken for prey. Oh, the phantom snakes. Remnant. A being formed from the souls of the dead that crowd Edo. Wearing fluttering white clothing, it attacks the living. Its violence could be driven by jealousy of those who have a future, or perhaps it simply enjoys inviting others to the underworld. Well, that's all the terminology I cleaned out.
よろしくお願いいたします。
What we got? You have commissions that can be recorded. Hey!
感謝します。
I'll report that. Small fires have been breaking out in town. This must be the work of monsters.
感服しました。
I'll take that too.
それでは。
I wonder if it like... Okay, I got these commissions here. Alright, I have a way to check them now. Sure. I'll probably have to go find some enemies to like clear out these commissions. But before we do that, alright, there's a cat. Pet the cat.
よしよし。
ういやつめ。
Okay. Hey.
片付けよう。 いつでもよい。呼べ。見切れまい。
That was quick.
ああ。勝ったな。私の力で。
Were there any items here that I could collect? I'm gonna look around. There's a drop. Transparent amber. Wait. There's another item over there. Bloodstain Wakizashi. Holy. Someone left a Wakizashi around here? Dude. The bloodstain.
神田へは迎えずじまいか。
本来の目的は果たせなかったが、その分収穫は多かったさ。
うん。新たな協力者ができたのは喜ぶべきことだな。
ああ、いろいろと土産も受け取ってしまった。ここまで至れり尽くせりだと罠を疑いたくなるほどだ。
好んで卑劣な手を使う輩ではないだろう。あれはどちらもそういう感じがする。
好んでか。含みのある言い方だな。
戦場では打つ手をそうは選べぬからな。私の知る限り戦とはそういうものだ。大陸のそれには詳しくないが、
肝に銘じておこう。
ところでいおりよ、その重符、それなりに手が込んでおるではないか。
Is there any way we can reproduce it?
鉄サビに作ったようなものとは何ともまた照れ隠しここに極まれりというやつじゃの。
確か結界を張れるのだったな。早く帰って試してみよう。よりん何かあるな。
There's something there.
昼はあんなに賑わっていた市場も夜にはかくも静かなのだな。
ここは青物市場だな。旬の野菜や果物を扱っている場所だ。
はあ、ならばおみおつけの具材もか。おお、よりどり緑か。
好きだな、おみをつけ。まあそうだ。
Well, definitely. So it'll definitely likes miso soup. This big brain saber. What else are we out on our digression? Ah, yes, the berserker that we tried to fight. It's not exactly the easiest fight I'm gonna get into, especially with my current skills. go home. Right. On the way home. Well, I know I could use some stuff right now, but I'd rather like take this over to daytime stuff.
一休みするか。
Gotta heal too.
Oh.
That's some cool moves, Iori.
おはようセイバー。
ああ、うん。やっ。
What's up with you, big brain saver?
二頭のみならず一頭までも鍛えるか。いおり、君は何故さまざまな技や型を用いるのだ？小手先を浪して何がある？そこに私はさほど意味を見出せずにいる。剣で切れば命は絶たれる。剣とはそういうものだ。違うか？
違わんな。貴殿にとってはそういうものだろう。それが貴殿の剣の断りだ。だが俺には違う。俺が勝つためにこそ型を学び技を鍛えている。それが万人より勝ちをたぐることにつながる。これこそが俺の剣の断りだ。俺はそう信じ学んできた。
ふむ、なるほどな。分かったような気がちょっぴりする。それならそれをもっとうまくやれ。夕べの蛇とか。やれ敵の出方はどう、使う方はどれとは逐一考えて反応が遅れるようでは話にならぬ。そうではないか？
それはそうだ。申し開きのしようもない。あの時は助かったセイバー。
まあもう鍛錬はしまいだな。ならさっさと朝毛にしよ
う。分かった分かった。
Alright. Get that grub.
手順通りのはずだが、 これで遠方と話ができるのか。
ああ、できる。いおり、こちらの声は届いているだろう。
We got a call!
おお、
Holy.
蝶まで結ぶのか。これはいいな。
Oh my god. This is definitely some kind of damn magic shit.
よしよし。どうやら霊装の方は問題なく機能しているようだな。以後はこいつを伝達に使え。俺も常に応答できるようにしておこう。急ぎの用向きがあれば気兼ねなく呼んでくれ。無論探った結果も伝えてほしい。知らせの速さと確かさが戦の勝敗を分ける。どうか怠ってくれるなよ。
承知した。よろしく頼む。
ふむ。ではより、これからのこと、今のうちに決めておくか。
そうだな。せっかくだ。ここで決める。まず探るべくはアサシンの本拠。マスターについても知りたいところだ。
アサシンは神出鬼没。いずこに手がかりがあるかは不明だが、
目立った手がかりがない以上、しばらくはしらみつぶしに歩いてもらうことになるか。
おお、それはいい。多く歩くなら江戸をたくさん見て回れる。そうだろ。
まあそうだな。手頃なところから当たってみよう。テイ、貴殿らはどうする？
まずは南、轟あたりに足を伸ばしてみるつもりだ。
そうか。
今日の晩にでもまた話そう。あと伝えるべきことといえば、
兄ちゃん、兄ちゃん。
Hang up the call now!
やっほー、兄ちゃん。私が来たぞ。
お前、木の最中に人を呼ぶやつがあるか？
いや、呼んだ覚えはないのだが。
ああ、私が呼んだ。
Big Brain Saber!
セイバー。
咎めを受ける言われはないな。カヤは大切な人なんだろう。なので昨日の夜に私が文を届けておいた。明日長屋に戻るとな。
おーい、いるんでしょ、兄ちゃん。
Alright, what was that?
妹子か。しかしいささか無警戒だぞ、より。まったく、話の相手が俺でよかったな。せいぜい気をつけろ。とはいえ話すべきは話したし、この辺りで俺は退散するとしよう。次からは頼むぞ。
兄ちゃん、やっぱりいるんじゃ。って、あ、セイバーさん。こんにちは。フミをありがとうございました。
気にしなくていい。あの程度のものはいつでも。
セイバー。
なんだ。
余計な気を回してくれるなよ。カヤを巻き込むのは本意ではないんだ。
前に言っただろう。カヤは私が守る。何の問題が？
大ありだ。勝手に文を届けたりして。カヤ、
何？
せっかく来てくれたところ悪いんだが、小笠原の家へ戻ってくれないか。
もう？なんでよ。私がいたら困るわけ？まさか兄ちゃん。ご本？兄上、そういうの朝っぱらからはよろしくないとカヤは思います。
What in the hell, Kaya?
そういう冗談ははしたないぞ。 兄は悲しい。
Oh my gosh, this ain't the Nanako. I want to know these kind of stuff.
ごめんなさい。でも冗談のつもりじゃ。
それならまだいてもいいでしょ。もう朝毛は済ませたの？
ああ、いささか込み入った依頼があってな。手早だから今日は帰りなさい。いいな。
込み入った？それ大丈夫なの？何かよからぬことに巻き込まれたりしてない？
Dangerous is understatement.
もしかしてそれで私を心配してさっさと帰れって。
こうして来てもらってもお前の相手をしてやれないんだ。ここを数日空けることも十二分にあり得る。だからしばらくの間は。
嘘。あ、嘘じゃないのかな。でも全部話してくれてるわけじゃないよね。何してるのか教えてくれるまで私はここを動きません。
Are we really gonna tell her everything about this Holy Grail war? An outsider?
かや。
より君の負けに見える。
そうだな。まあ、まったく誰に似たものか。かやの勘と頑固は置いておくとして、身内の略手あたりはこの儀式には有効な手と言えるだろう。なら手の届く限りは守り抜く手もあるか。
He may not be versed in magic, but at least he's at least he's got the competent mind of a mage.
かや。いいかい。ひとたび聞けば後戻りはできない類の話だ。
どんとこいだよ兄上。
まったくお前の勘の通りだよかや。俺は今あるいさかいに巻き込まれている。リンカが焼けたのもその絡みだ。セイバーが俺と共にあるのも同じく。
ということはつまり本当にセイバーさんは兄上の大事な人ではないってこと？
Special friend.
ある意味では大事な人ではある。
混ぜ返すなセイバー。かや、ことの本題はそこじゃない。
You're sending wrong signals there, big brain saber.
いいか、相手は火付けも人斬りもお構いなしの危うい連中だ。ここにいては害が及ぶ。だからお前には離れていてほしいんだ。
わかりました。
Oh my god.
分かってくれたか。
つまり戦ですね。戦であれば無論お手伝いします。
Why?
いや、そういう話では。
かやも幼女とはいえ今や武家の娘。戦となれば黙って見てはいられません。
Oh, the samurai family mentality.
セイバーさん、兄上、敵は何者なのです？私にできることは？
良いではないか、より。かやも兄の役に立ちたいのだ。そのけなげな思い、無下に扱っては不憫だ。
まあ、じっと座っていられる娘ではないか。ではかや、お前には長屋の留守を任せよう。とはいえ任せたいのはここじゃない。実は戦いに備えていくらか改造を施してある。
何ここ？
魔術工房というそうだよ。かや、お前にはここの留守を。
わあ、何これすごい。
こら、人の話を。
だって何ここ。さて兄ちゃん、今日からは私も頑張っちゃうよ。魔術工房の留守番、この小笠原かやにドーンとお任せよ。
張り切っているな、かや。
気持ちはありがたいが、無茶は禁物だぞ。
もう兄ちゃんは心配性なんだから。あ、そうそう、父上からこんなのもらったんだけど、工房で使えたりしない？
What he gave you? Crystal shards?
これは確かに役立ちそうじゃ。理解したぞ、カエヤ。
やっぱり？じゃあこれからも何かあったらあげるね。
ああ、助かる。工房だけでなく、俺自身もっと強くあらねばな。例えば、
You can now unlock the wind stance through workshop. I can unlock the wind stance? So has he been reading the book?
これからどうするか。
He has to be reading the book if he's gonna learn these stances, right?
より支度は整ったのか？では特出立するぞ。
Oh my god, I need a
久方ぶりに像でも掘るか。
statue. Use wood carving materials you have acquired to carve a statue of the Buddha. Interact with the altar in your house to begin carving. Best I go save the game and stuff, or maybe I'll just do it. Let's just do it.
魂を込めよう。
Buildings, carvings, consume one wood carving material to carve a base of the Buddha. You will gain EXP based on how well you carve the statue. After selecting the carving style, press the buttons at the bottom of the screen in order from left to right. The more times the sequence is correctly entered within the time limit, the higher the quality of the resulting statue and the more EXP you receive. Each style will produce a different statue. Also, by fulfilling certain conditions, new styles will become available, allowing you to sculpt special statues. When you fulfill a set of conditions, give it a try. Sure.
揺るがぬ地のごとく。上々の出来栄えだ。
なんと見事な。
And let's try clear
鋭
water.
き水の流れのごとく。上々の出来栄えだ。
Masterpiece, the Orion statue. I guess that's how I can carve. Alright, let's save the game. Alright, we're gonna have to do some
丹
sword
念に手入れ
maintenance.
しよう。
Yeah, I'm gonna use some of this good stuff. We're gonna try the good stuff. Nice! You got it all good.
名刀にも劣るまい。
During 8 battles, it's multiplied by 1.2. And now we can try get the workshop going. Divine intervention. Increase the magic bar from spirit fonts by this much. Are you serious? Oh, I need to get Phantom Snake Scale. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, I'm short of one. Ah, that sucks. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna go check out Gilgamesh's shop. He should have something, right?
おいより、俺君の客ではないか？
貴殿はテイの手のものか？
You are a huge dude.
は、いおり殿にこちらを渡しに参りました。
Did you come from Bossing Say with that outfit?
援護霊装か。
はい、先ほど将軍が蔵を整理された際に発見したものにございます。
What's this?
本格的に霊地の争奪を始めるにあたり、盟友のいおり殿にぜひご活用いただきたいと。
ありがたく頂戴しよう。心配りに感謝すると伝えてくれ。
He's being very generous giving us these gifts in preparation for our Waxing Moon Ritual War. Darting Dragon. User receives 2 additional actions. Acquired Earth Arts.
確かに。では私はこれにて失礼いたします。
おほう、これはまたよくできておる。しっかり役立てろよ、いおり。
さて、今日はどこへ行く？より。
日本橋はどうだ？神田に近く、霊地としての格も高い。何より江戸有数の町人街だ。人が多い分、噂も多く聞けるだろ
うむ。ならば早速。
待ていお前たち。いつどこで敵が襲い来るとも限らん。万端に支度を整えた後、霊脈に接続して日本橋へと向かうのだ。
Oh.
ごきげんよう、いおり様。
あれははぐれの。話を聞いてみるとしよう、より。
So it doesn't really stop you from leaving your territory to come here, even though you need that territory. Interesting. What you got?
ごめん遊ばせ、いおり様。
ライダー。貴殿、今度は一体何の？
もう、いおり様ったら。あ、り、あ、お忘れにならないでくださいよ。
すまない。
ダメじゃないか、より。ちゃんと呼んでやらないと。
人事だと思って。で、何の用だ、アリア？
まあ、何の用だなんて。いおり様ったら釣れないお方。用も何も、私今日からここに住まわせていただきますのに。
I was about to say what, but you talk so slow that I didn't really need to say it.
は？
だって愛というのは一つ屋根の下で育むものなのでしょう？
Well, Coming from a Tamamo, I wouldn't be surprised you're talking about love.
私がいおり様と共に暮らすのもおかしなことじゃありませんわよね。
But then, what does that mean about Koei and Skaya? Did she just bully every one of us out of love? Oh, that was an ambulance.
いや、おかしい。却下だ、却下。
ああ、貴殿と協力するのはいいのだが、さすがに家に迎え入れるとなると話は別だ。
Also, it's very cramped. Very cramped.
なぜ？確かに織姫と彦星のような会えないからこそ育まれる愛もありますが、あの二人だって一時共に過ごしたからこそ深く愛し合えたのですわ。もしかしていおり様、私と愛し合うのがお嫌なのかしら。
そういう意味で言っているんじゃない。だがアリア、貴殿ははぐれの英霊だろう。ならば紐づいた土地、上野を長く離れては危ないのでは。
ああ、魔力の供給が断たれれば本来の力も発揮できまい。
まあ、私をおもんぱかってくださるのね。けれどご心配には及びませんわ。いおり様が魔力をくださるのなら私全然平気ですのよ。
Look at those eyes. I don't like where this is going.
だが
やめておけ、はぐれのライダーよ。さっきもいおり自身が言っていたと思うが、いおりのような希代の解消なしを好いたところで君が不幸になるだけだぞ。
What the hell?
私と君を共に満足させられるほどの魔力をいおりは有していないということだ。
Why do you say it like that, Steve? That sounds weird. Oh, Oh my god, the phrasing, man. Phrasing.
悪かったな、解消なしで。
If you ever know how the Fate series started, it did start. It is about the friggin' magical energy. Oh no. Oh.
まあ、そうでしたの。わかりましたわ。私のせいでいおり様のお体に触りがあっては妻として失格ですものね。
妻。
残念ですけれど、友音の夢は諦めます。わがままを言って申し訳ございませんでした。
いや、こちらこそすまないな。他の頼みなら聞いてやれようが、友音は少し。
本当？他のお願いならば聞いてくださるの？
まあどんな願いかにもよるが、他のお願いとは何だ？
以前お話ししたでしょ？私が探し求めているものについて。
That be the beautiful thing you're searching for?
ああ、この世で一等美しいものだったか。
あれからずーっと探してはいるのですが、これだというものには出会えなくって、そこで当世を生きるいおり様に目利きをお願いしたいのです。
美しいものの目利き、いいのか俺で。とても目が肥えているとは言えないが。
いおり様が選ばれるものならば、それはとっても美しいと思いますわ。
はあ、まったく難題だな。最善は尽くすが、あまり期待はしないでくれ。美しいものか。どんな品を集めてきたものか。
Yeah, that's a hard one, isn't it, Niori?
何を集めればいい？せめて鏡か玉かぐらいは決めてくれまいか。
では美しい命をくださいませ。
Beautiful life. Alright, I'll bring you the movie. It's called A Beautiful Life. I think it started in Italian. Oh boy. If only we can bring you if only we can import Blu-rays or DVDs into this era. I'll get you the movie A Beautiful Life.
命。
鮮やかでみずみずしくて、一目見るだけで心が躍るような命が欲しいのです。きっとこの町でも手に入るはず。私楽しみにしておりますわ。
美しき命。ダメだ、見当もつかん。
俺もだ。だがこの町にあるという話ではある。ひとまず町を歩いてみるとしよう。何か目につくかもしれん。
What the?
これは
What's that? What we got?
いおり、何をしている？行くぞ。
ああ、すぐに行く。
I got no fucking clue what we just picked up. Well, before we go there, I just need to find oh shit. Oh god, I have to go through that way to be able to go to Gilgamesh's Gilgamesh's shop.
どこで落としちまったってんだ。
あれは。
あの男、困っている様子だな。お守りを落とした？
ああ、親父の形見でな、肌身離さず持ってたんだが。
もしやこれか？先ほど近くで拾ったのだが。
それだ。ありがてえ、ありがてえ。
Is this one of those fetch quests where we're just gonna be like trading like all these items for another item?
持ち主が見つかって何よりだ。これから先気をつけるといい。
あんたらは俺の恩人だ。うちの干物じゃんじゃん持ってってくれ。
Oh, I guess we got some food.
魚の干物か。いいな。
Yeah, that's something. Let's go to the shop and buy some food.
いらっしゃい。
早く食べよう。この匂いはジュルリー。いや、なんでもない。
Satisfied.
また来ておくれよ。
Yeah, any saber face would be satisfied with food. Then again, I don't think I ever see Mira stuffing herself with food.
よく来たな、雑種。
Alright, I'll sell you all of this.
そう。
Yes!
残らず収めよ。
Thank you, Zashu! Your trash has become my treasure. Ah, there's the Phantom Snakes here. Ah, yes, I'm buying this.
また来るがよい。
Back to the... Let's go back. Wait, there was someone here.
美しい命ねえ。なぞなぞ遊びかい？
Alright. Alright, back to the workshop. Enter the house. Okay, now we got something to do. We'll renovate this workshop. Unlock the wind stance. Alright, so technique that pairing a single sword with Magecraft. Magecraft! To unleash a wide range of attacks. Magical energy will recover more quickly through casting spells or dealing damage to non-human enemies. So this is a stance that works on non-human enemies. Oh, that's gotta be good. Alright. What we got? The skill for the wind stance has been unlocked. Defeat monsters while in wind stance. Oh no. I have to kill some monsters while I'm in the wind stance to unlock the wind stance skill set. Alright, so let's see. Wind stance is a spell-based single sword form that consumes magical energy to unleash various potent attacks. Magical energy recovers over time. Oh, that magical energy? There's a bar there. Magical energy recovers over time, but it can also be restored by casting spells or dealing damage to monsters or servants. This stance is optimal against non-human enemies. So now I have a stance that can properly pit me against servants. Let's go acquire some skills. I should think about buying some skills over this side. Shit, that's very expensive. Would like more HP, but son of a... Increase fortitude regeneration speed while in Earth stance. Oh. Alright. Well. How many of these? Damage versus human up. Shadow Shield. I need to get more damage for breaking shells, because those are like the one thing that I need to like be able to get full on damage against like large enemies or servants. Increase the valor gauge bar by 1. Okay. Damage up against servants? Oh. But wait. Oh my gosh. If it was a non-human enemy, then it'd probably be worth it, but it's servant. But if there's like... I know that there's bonus for monsters and for servants now. Oh, it would work so well if it was actually a skill that's for non-human enemies. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna have to get... 1, 2... Damn it, I would like it to increase the infinity gauge too, but I'm gonna have to go break this... I'm gonna have to get the shell. Yeah, let's just get a new spell. We got Firebird now. No, that's the most expensive magic in our arsenal. Restore HP instantly when exploring town. I mean, I got healing items, so it wouldn't really be better if I just use the rock skin. So we got this one to increase infinity gauge, this one to the most expensive fire skill I've got. And I'm probably gonna be broke. Earth stance. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this so I'll be able to like increase the regeneration speed of my fortitude. Alright. Now we gotta go through Saber's skills. Damage up versus humans. Lake Strike. Heavy attack. How many crystals do I got? I got like a lot of these. I haven't really used them. I don't really use them right now until I know I really need to use them. It's cool. I'm just saving for like just in case. Well, we're gonna go increase the damage against humans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna. I don't think I need to do anything to these. Let's see what we got. Mounting effects can be upgraded or altered. Increase the amount of food amount of health restored by food. Affinity gauge fill rate by 2%. Increase mat bonus gain from minor spirit fonts by 10%. So if I... Wait a minute, if I get this, then do I get the increase when I just leave the... When I leave the ley line, Hella Grail front? That's like all my money, though. I don't think I'm ready for that. Unless I'm really, really willing to get broke. which is honestly the biggest mistake you will ever commit in your real life. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna do something here. Save. I'll make a separate save. I just want to see what the upgrade thing can do. If I upgrade my mounts or not. We'll just do this. Master of Arms. Materials can be used to enhance or randomly replace the effects of mounts. Such changes can only be applied to a maximum of 9 times for each mounting. Okay. Empower the mounts. So I can basically, replacement requirements. No, I don't. Why would I want to replace this? No. Leave it alone. I don't want to replace them. Holy shit. This thing gives bonus damage. I mean, like, it has a higher attack base. Restoration. I should really change my mountings. So I found something that's actually a little bit better. I mean, in the attack base. Well, so long, DLC item. Oh, it's just only the sheath that's better? Something tells me I should really save the steel mallets for something else, something better, down the future line. Then I'll just alright, I'll just load this game then. I won't start buffing my stuff yet. Give me a second while I just close the curtains. Let's just close the curtains. Turn on the lights. What's this? Surging Waves. The one who has saved Iori and Saber were Zen Chenggong, Chinese general, and his servant archer. After welcoming Iori and Saber to their base in Akasa, the two proposed forming an alliance, even going so far as revealing Archer's true name. The two sides then agreed to temporarily join hands in the standing against Assassin's Party. Iori gained the means of communicating with Zen Chenggong all the way from Asakusa to Akasaka via a mystic code. After some discussion, it was agreed that the two parties would split up and search for more information in the 7 parts of Edo. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna blow my money yet. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Save more, save more, get funds. I guess it's actually they're both the same thing, but have I already prayed here? No. Yeah, I already did. Where am I going?
よく来たな、雑種。
You got something new. Did you not get anything new? Not really, you just got gems.
また来るがよい。
It has to be somewhere.
掘り出し物だよ。見ていきな。
Alright, what we got? Paper. I might as well buy more paper.
毎度あり。
I definitely bought some, right? Yeah. Oh, them all.
ありがとよ。
I have to buy all of this stuff, don't I?
毎度あり。
Fine, I'll buy all of it.
ありがとよ。
It's probably for my mage's workshop anyways. So I got no choice but to buy it.
"美しい命."
この辺りの猫たちはどうだろう。
うん。
ああ、もしそこの方、この辺りで三毛猫を見なかったかい？
三毛猫か。あ、いえ、見かけませんね。なるほど。飼っていた猫がいなくなってしまったと。
ええ、通りのお棚が吹き飛んだ晩から天で姿を見せなくなってね。巻き込まれたんじゃないかと思って気が気じゃないんだよ。
吹き飛んだお棚というと。
Well, I hope that cat ain't caught up in that explosion.
探してみるか。
You're guilty about that, huh, Saber?
路地裏はまだ見ていないからいるならそのあたりかね。背の模様がちょっと変わっていてね。見ればすぐにわかるはずだよ。
Okay, so what do we got? Let's go. That's the wrong way. Usually some rodent would just jump on me right about now, but...
九段の猫か。
背の模様、おばあさんの言った通りだ。無事だったか。
よし、連れて帰るか。逃げられた。
ああ、もう何をしているのだ、より。怖がらせてどうする。
Oh, it's a shrine. Hey, we got a steel mallet out of that one. I think I already talked to that lady. It's an item. Karo Ranban? What? I already read this. As the proud daughter of a warrior family, Kaya can be fairly obstinate in her spirited watchfulness, insisting that she cannot just stand idly by. She was finally tasked by Iori with guarding the workshop. Fire ship afloat. That is Zal Yu's Noble Phantasm. Rank D, anti-army Noble Phantasm. 1 to 50 in range, and the maximum is 100 people. So rank D. So we're getting like maybe a 5-star like SSR servant on FGO, who's probably gonna be put down into the D tier list. Is my prediction from this. I mean, it's probably not even the whole Noble Phantasm, to be honest. I mean, what kind of name is Fire Ship Afloat? A hell ship fire roaring across the Yangtze River. A Noble Phantasm composed of a small Laotian warship and the bow that Archer carries. The ship, however, is a byproduct of the Noble Phantasm. The bow is the linchpin. The arrows it releases explodes on impact. In the Battle of Red Cliffs, fire ships played an important part. Played an important role as weapons. Rather than materialization of the event, this Noble Phantasm sees the historical fact weaponized. Book of the Five Rings. So, hey, we just unlocked it. The Book of Wind. In the 4th section of his Book of Five Rings, known as the Book of Wind, Musashi analyzes and candidly reviews other schools of swordsmanship. Differing from other similar guides, Musashi advocates in his book that studying the styles of other schools lead to a deeper understanding of Nitten Ichiryu, and helps one avoid the common pitfall of becoming stuck in one way of thinking. Incidentally, a certain spellbook that purports to have traveled with Musashi for over half his lifetime asserts to this day that it was his keen insights that prompted Musashi to write the Book of Wind. So wait, the codex was actually inspired Musashi to like write the Book of the Wind part. Interesting narrative. Alright, where's the cat? Cat! Skill jewel fragment.
よし、見つけた。
あ、イオリは下がっているといい。また逃げられてはかなわん。
You gonna spirit form it?
待てー。よーし、捕まえた。
鮮やかなものだ。さすがだな、セイブ。
What in the...
これは。
なんと、私とあろうものがこんな。
You know, Big Brain Saber is gonna be a really mouthful every time I'm gonna have to say this. So why don't I just address you as BB Saber? You don't look like a BB, but I might as well say it just to like just to save myself the mouthful here. I'm sure BB will understand.
イオリに笑われた。この屈辱たるやなんという。ならば手を選んではいられん。イオリ、先ほどもらったあれを使う。
なるほど。それは道理だな。
You seem a bit reluctant about the dried fish, though. But I'm just gonna pet this dog.
よしよし。
Good boy. What the hell are you doing? You were having like a Mordred moment with a dog instead of a cat. Did I pray at the shrine? I certainly did. Wait, I already prayed at all the shrines, so why do I need to like pray at the shrine again?
よーし、見つけたぞ。
腹は減っていないか。ほら、ここにうまい干物があるぞ。はあ、これで一件落着か。
二人とも本当にありがとうね。
いや、君の猫が無事で何より。
手間をかけさせてしまったろうから、ちゃんとお返ししなきゃね。
いいえ、それは筋を通したまでのこと。
そうは言ってもね。ああ、そうだ、いいものがあるんだよ。代わりにこいつを持っておいき。
Fancy competitor.
これは菓子か？トゲトゲしている。
Are these the Gilgamesh candies?
これはコンペイトウか。ご内儀、こんな上等なものを。
ただのもらい物だよ。さあ、遠慮なんてしないでおくれ。
うむうむ、良いではないか、より。
ああ、ではありがたく。
よし、それでは探し物に戻るか。美しい命、美しい命。
どこで遊んできたんだかね。
Okay.
美しい命。お主の隣に美しい女子がおるではないか。
That remains to be confirmed if BB Saber is actually a girl, because still listed as a question mark on their profile. God damn it, I called them a her. Oh no. It's very frustrating and confusing.
Hmm. 命は皆美しい。そういう開き直りではダメか。
お助けを。
狼藉か。
ふむ、これも何かの巡り合わせなのだろう。さあ、行くぞ、より。
さっさと金を出しやがれ。
そこまでにしておけ。
なあ、てめえら邪魔すんじゃねえや。
First off, can I swap my mountings? I realize I still haven't changed my scabbards. Fudge! What? What?
子分が世話になったようじゃ。たっぷり恩返ししてやらねえとな。
Ow!
死の方。終わりだ。そうだ。
Oh, they got Bowmans now.
鋭き水の流れのごとく。セイバー。
わかった。
Wait. Alright, this looks like a good time to use the stance here.
浮きすさぶ足のごとく。
やつを私たちが片付ける。
そうだ。押し切る。テア。
Ay, 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 what the hell is this stance? Oh. Do I have a way to, like, see what kind of moves I can do with this stance? Action formation. Alright, there we go. So, single-handed burst. I can use magic, damn. Perform a sweeping slash with a blade wreath in flames. Consumes magical energy. Unleashes a spinning slash and launches explosive fireballs. Fireballs. Inferno. Perform a slashing stance. Attack while forming a fireball that is then launched ahead. Holding the button charges power with repeated slashes, expending the fireball. Damn, that launches 5 fireballs ahead. Uses. That is insane.
放つ。頼む。分かった。私に続け。より。そうだ。私に続け。より。セット。受けてみろ。セイバー。待っていろ。そこだ。
What the hell? Oh! He's...
もらった。読めた。受けてみろ。
Jesus. Jesus, that was a good practice run with the wind stance.
俺の大事な品物がなんだってこんなことになっちまったんだ。
少なくとも命は拾っている。そう気を落とすな。
ちくしょう。あれがどれだけ高価な品か知らねえからそんなことを言えるんだ。 大枚はたいて仕入れたコンペイトー、一つ残らず土まみれになっちまって。
Damn. Well, luckily we have one.
コンペイト？私たちも持っているぞ。ほら。
頼む、それを譲ってくれ。他の品物全部持ってっていいからよ。
いや、さすがに全部というわけには。何か一つと交換でどうだ？
Give us the most beautiful thing in exchange for this candy.
何があるかな？私は美味なるものなら何でもよいぞ。待て、この魚は。
Acquired gilded golden sea bream. There be a really large fish.
ああ、お目が高い。金の鯛なんて珍しいだろ。今日のためにと知り合いがくれたのさ。そいつでいいなら持ってってくれ。
鮮やかな金色の鱗、新鮮でみずみずしい身。
ライダーの望む命、これはどうだろう。
わからないが、こうも見事であれば彼女もうなるかもしれん。
Yep.
渡してみるよりあるまい。うん、コンペイトーとこの魚を交換だ。
Maybe Arya can cook it. I mean, she's a tamamo. She's gotta have to know how to cook it. Jesus Christ! All that fighting just took half my health.
また来ておく。
Did I actually get anything? Like, how many did I kill with this? Oh, I killed 4 of them! Oh no! I have to kill like 16 more monsters to do something real with this stance.
いらっしゃい。
Alright, well. Can I at least heal myself?
早く食べよう。
また来ておくれよ。
There's gotta be a different food store I can actually just go get better heals. No, not this stall.
何か食べぬか？
ごゆっくり。
Let's eat it.
おお、もっちりつるつるだ。
またのお越しを。よく来たな、雑種。
I got nothing to sell.
また来るがよい。
So that last fight didn't drop anything for me. Here, Arya.
様と初めてお会いしたあの時以来ですわ。
そうか。貴殿のお眼鏡にかなって何よりだ。
よかったな、イオリ。審美眼を褒められたことなど未だかつてなかっただろう。
だがこうしてお墨付きをもらったんだ。これからは慶願の使徒でも呼んでくれ。
これならきっと私は
What in the... Oh, what? Whenever she's making that face, that's can't be good.
おいアリア
あら、どうかなさいまして、いおり様。
You may be neutral balance, but you're definitely a Tamamo with that face.
あおういやなんでもない今はこれ以上の詮索は予想なぜだか猛烈に嫌な予感がする
さてライダー、あいにくとこの長屋に君の居場所はない。悪いが今日のところは上野に。
それならご心配なさらないで、セイバー様。私納屋や馬屋でだって眠れますもの。
What do you mean?
いおり様からいただいた品々がそばにあれば、私はどこでも幸せなのですわ。
Wouldn't this fish go bad though?
そうか。まあいいのか。同じ家で暮らすわけでもなし。
いやよくないむしろ何をもっていいと判断したんだ
First off, do we even have a barn next to this house?
それではそろそろおいとましますわね。束の間の仰せ、とっても楽しめました。またお会いしましょうね、近いうちに。
Oh! How long you been there, Kaya?
兄ちゃん、今のは今の誰？兄ちゃんってばセイバーさんという人がありながら。
Oh my god.
カヤセイバーは違うと言っただろうアリアも決してそういった相手では。
でも仰せとかなんとか聞こえたけど、今度こそ兄ちゃんにもこの世の春が。
Jesus, Nanako's more innocent than you here, Kaya.
だからこの調子では先が思いやられそうだ。
Well, we finished that digression.
やるな。
Okay, what we got? So, Arya's plea. After the incident in Ueno, Arya seems to have taken a liking to Iori for some reason. She has begun asking Iori to lend his eyes and judgment in her search for beautiful things. But all her requests are more like riddles. Oh, neutral good, never mind. I thought she was neutral balanced. The wind stands. Thus, Crimson Codex note, a lingering glow. The wind stance exploits the wonders of magic. For a time after switching stances, each stroke of the sword will cause a mystic flame to erupt. The Zheng's followers, people working for Zheng Chenggong, range from veterans who serve his father, Zhen Zilong, to those Chenggong, personally, Chenggong. Ugh, Chenggong. Right? It's not Chenggong, as in you're not in any ways related to a certain Chinese strategist who nukes everyone by using people, right? Those Zeng personally won over, as the main force is currently waging campaign in their homeland, those who followed Zheng to Japan are small teams of skilled Taoist monks and mages. The Buddha carvings, active creating statues of Buddha by carving it out of materials such as rock and wood. This is one of the very few hobbies Iori enjoys in his free times. He began by copying his teacher Musashi, who would make carvings as a meditative practice. Although he practices carving whenever he has time and suitable lumber at hand, Iori has yet to create any statues that would surpass Musashi's works. A bat that has been transformed into a giant monster by the magic energy wafting through Edo. It soars through the sky on massive wings and unleashes deafening waves of sound. In China, bats are revered as auspicious animals that bring good fortune to those who see them. However, these beasts must instead be exterminated as the dangerous demons they have become. Try these honey rice cakes with the delicious aroma of rice, a hearty crunch, and the sweetness that fills the mouth. Wait, what is this? Alright. The honeyed rice cake is available now in Asakusa for the first time ever. Said to have been first sold in the town outside of Issei Shrine by an official of Kinoshita, this snack has a light flavor that will appeal to the people of all ages and really stick to the ribs. Could something that truly exists, you ask? If you don't believe it, come line up at the food stall in Asakusa and see for yourself. But beware, you may find yourself drawn to Sensoji every day for another bite. I cleaned out all that term. There's nothing else I could do, right?
ユリよ、手から受け取った礼装、忘れてはおらぬだろうな。
機会があれば活用するさ。まずは霊脈へつなぐんだったな。
もう何も言う必要はないようじゃな。任せたぞ。
You can now enter Yoshiwara again. Not really. I'm just gonna check the map first. I got a digression from Gilgamesh. I should probably work on that one. First off, I'm just gonna put myself right next to Gilgamesh's shop, and then I'll end the stream right there because I think it'll be a good time to get some food. Alright, so I'll see you right after I finish dinner, so I'll see you in about 2 or 3 hours. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you after dinner. See yas!